Welcome back to the channel. Coins collector, coin lovers, history buffs, and treasure hunters from around the world. It's always an incredible moment to have you back here on the channel, where we explore the hidden gems of American currency, the untold stories behind the smallest coins in your pocket, and the unbelievable fortunes that could be lying inside your coin jar right now. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because today's story is one that could change the way you look at every single penny you've ever held. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of a humble yet legendary piece of American history, the 1971 Liberty 1-cent coin, also known to many collectors as the 1971 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like any ordinary coin, a simple copper-colored cent with the familiar face of Abraham Lincoln and the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty" proudly inscribed. But beneath its small size lies an incredible history, a tale of minting evolution, rare variations, and an astonishing collector's value that has reached as high as $617,000 in today's coin market. Now imagine this, a coin that millions of Americans used every single day for small purchases, a coin that jingled in pockets, paid for candy, newspapers, and bus rides, now being worth more than most luxury cars, more than a house, more than an entire lifetime of savings for some. How did this happen? How did a 1971 penny become one of the most sought-after coins in U.S. numismatic history? Let's find out. The story of the 1971 Liberty 1-cent coin begins during a transformative period in American coinage. In the late 1960s and early 1970s, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with new materials and refining its minting processes to keep up with rising metal costs and massive production demand. Pennies at that time were still primarily made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, heavy, durable, and beautifully rich in color. But this period also saw subtle design adjustments, die variations, and striking errors that turned a few ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. The 1971 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 different U.S. locations: Philadelphia, No mint mark; Denver, D mint mark; and San Francisco, S mint mark. While billions were produced, a very small number left the mint with slight differences: double die obverse, off-center strikes, and ultra-sharp proof coins that collectors now hunt for with obsessive passion. The most famous among them is the 1971 S-proof double die obverse, a coin that shows clear doubling in the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." These tiny details, almost invisible to the naked eye, transformed a 1-cent coin into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Over the years, collectors began to realize the true rarity of these 1971 variations. Auction houses started seeing record-breaking bids, as each confirmed double die or high-grade uncirculated coin became a piece of minting legend. Some specimens in pristine condition, graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as proof 69 or even 70, fetched jaw-dropping amounts. The highest known sale reached an estimated $617,000, shocking even veteran collectors. But it's not just about the money, it's about the mystery and excitement of discovery. Every time someone empties an old coin jar, checks the change from a store, or sorts through a collection inherited from family, there's that electric thought: could I be holding a hidden fortune? Could my 1971 penny be the one worth hundreds of thousands? That's the thrill that keeps coin collecting alive, the intersection of history, art, and pure chance. Beyond its financial value, the 1971 Liberty 1-cent coin represents a snapshot of American craftsmanship and progress. The detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner back in 1909, continued to inspire over 60 years later. The reverse, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, symbolizing unity and resilience, remained a reminder of national pride. Each cent from that year carries not just monetary value but emotional and cultural significance as a token of everyday American life. And when we talk about value today, the 1971 Liberty 1-cent has truly earned its legendary status. While regular circulated coins might be worth face value or a few cents in copper content, the rare and rare varieties have reached collector prices ranging from a few hundred to thousands, and the ultra-rare proof variations can climb to that astonishing $617,000 mark. That's the kind of story that gives new meaning to the phrase, "every penny counts." So, the next time you find an old penny, take a closer look. Check the date. Look for the mint mark. Study the details of "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Because history has shown that even the smallest coin can hold an extraordinary secret, one that connects you directly to America's rich past and possibly to an incredible fortune. Welcome back once again to our channel, where we turn everyday coins into epic stories of value, legacy, and discovery. Stay tuned, because in this video, we're going to show you exactly what makes the 1971 Liberty 1 cent so special, how to identify the rare ones, and why this simple penny could be worth more than you ever imagined. Let's dive right in. Today, we're going to uncover a true legend from your pocket change, a coin so ordinary looking that most people would never give it a second glance, yet it carries a story of history, craftsmanship, and unbelievable value. Yes, we're talking about the 1981 Liberty 1 cent coin, the iconic Lincoln penny that has become a symbol of both American heritage and rare numismatic fortune. Now, before you scroll away thinking, it's just a penny, let me tell you, this little copper-colored coin has turned heads in the collector's world and reached jaw-dropping prices, with one recently valued at an astonishing $534,000. Imagine finding a simple 1 cent coin that could pay off your house, your car, and still leave you with enough for a lifetime vacation. Sounds incredible, right? Well, that's exactly what makes the 1981 Liberty cent one of the most talked about coins in American numismatic history. But before we get into the crazy values and auction records, let's rewind the clock and travel back in time to explore how this humble coin came to be. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head penny, to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It became the very first U.S. coin to feature a real person, the beloved 16th President of the United States, and ever since then, it has remained one of the most recognized coins across the nation. By the time 1981 arrived, America had already seen decades of change, and the penny had gone through several transformations. In those days, the coin was still made primarily from 95% copper and 5% zinc, giving it that deep reddish tone that collectors love so much. The following year, in 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to cheaper copper-plated zinc due to rising metal prices. That's why the 1981 issue is often called the last true copper Lincoln cent, marking the end of an era, a farewell to the rich, heavy pennies that jingled in pockets for generations. The obverse side of the coin features the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the word "Liberty" boldly inscribed beside his portrait, symbolizing the core American ideal of freedom. Above his head, you'll find the motto, "In God We Trust," and just below the date, 1981, sometimes with a small mint mark letter like D for Denver or S for San Francisco, depending on where it was struck. Flip it over, and you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, standing tall and proud, surrounded by the words "United States of America" and "1 cent." But what makes this coin truly extraordinary is not just its design, it's the subtle details, minting variations, and condition that can make all the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and one worth $500,000. Now here's where it gets even more fascinating. Some 1981 pennies were struck with extremely fine details or rare die variations, and a few proofs from the San Francisco Mint were created with extraordinary sharpness and mirror-like surfaces. Combine that with perfect condition, deep cameo contrast, and rarity, and you have the formula for a numismatic gem that collectors will pay a fortune to own. Over the decades, these coins have been carefully examined, traded, and preserved by enthusiasts all over the world. And while billions of 1981 pennies were produced, only a handful are known to be in flawless, mint state or proof quality condition, certified by top grading services like PCGS or NGC. Those rare survivors are the ones that make headlines. In recent years, one such pristine 1981 Lincoln cent, graded at the highest possible level, shocked the coin community when it reached a market value of over $534,000. That's right. A coin originally worth just a single cent now valued at more than $500,000. This kind of sale not only reminds us of the incredible value hidden in history but also proves that even the smallest piece of metal can carry monumental importance. Collectors cherish this coin not only for its rarity but also for what it represents, the final chapter of the pure copper penny, the lasting image of Abraham Lincoln, and the enduring symbol of liberty etched into every detail. Each 1981 Liberty Cent tells a story of American resilience, artistry, and economic change, standing as a miniature time capsule of its era. So the next time you reach into your pocket or go through your spare change, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of history, and maybe, just maybe, a fortune in disguise. Because behind that tiny inscription, Liberty, and the date 1981, lies a potential treasure that could turn a humble penny into a collector's dream worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.